Hello everyone, I'm Elias. I'm going to present my room toy story. I'm Yangxu Wu. I'm senior from Hawaii Pacific University. For the project idea, I decided to be 3D animation film, and the basic story is toys got alive in an empty room. The creative tool I use is Blender, Premiere Pro, and Photoshop. Project goal. I had set myself 3 goals. First, create a realistic and detailed room. Only use emoji to communicate in animation, trying to be as similar as my real room. Pre-production. Script and storyboard are most important to my 3D animation. So that's my storyboard. Since my story only communicate by emojis, so there will be no dialogue before I doing the production. I go online and search for the emoji that my character can use. So for the production, as I mentioned, the creative tool I use is Blender. Detail is the most important of my animation. I want my room to be as realistic as possible in order to help the audience believe the characters are alive. Therefore, the room scene need to be rich environment and detailed. First, I decide to use my real room as the stage. Next, I have my professor with me to go over the script and storyboard. Third, I go over the process to make sure the idea is practicable for me. Then I build the character to rigging, set up the motion of the characters, film it, and run out the script. Render out clips. Finally, I put old clips in a Premiere Pro and render them out. Challenges. During the production, I meet several challenges. First is form a completely story. In the first few versions of my story, does not have a complete and clearly ending. So my professor helped me a lot on this part to make me realize completely ending is very important to a story. Third, gain 3D object details. Since I want my room to be as real as possible, the detail is important because detail is the key to make people believe the character is actually alive and the room is alive, and they are easily to believe the story. Third is finding the balance between my idea and practical. So I don't have a whole lifetime to build the scene, build the character, and to do the animation. So I need to find the balance between my idea and if it's practical, if I can meet the deadline. Third, learning outcome. Through the silent animation, I got practice and gain an understanding of animation and the film industry. In this animation, I use a lot of emoji, which are the most common communication kit for people, in particularly young people can even use it to communicate in dialogue. So since we develop painting earlier than word, sometimes body language is easier understand as a word. For example, like we may meet a language gap between like different nation people, but we sure will not meet a language gap between body language. Like eating, sleeping is very easy to understand. So that's my idea about this animation. I hope it to be easier understand, not in English context or Chinese context. I want to be global. Thank you.